Hey guys, it's Logan here with Hydra572. Some of you may remember back when I reviewed the Zero Tolerance 0200, I said that I loved the knife and that I now understood why some people were cult followers of ZT, why people wanted to have these big collections of ZTs, but I felt like the 0200 was the model that was really built for me. I loved the recurve, I loved how large it was. I didn't understand why people would want to go to a different blade profile or a smaller knife. So I said I wasn't going to do it. Blades costed a lot, this was the one for me, I wasn't worried about it. Well, I lied. There's an 0350, and here's an 0560. These are recent Instagram trade acquisitions of mine. This one I traded my Leatherman OHT and some cash for. This one I traded my Lion Steel SR1 TNP edition and some cash for. I'm going to do some first impressions of these blades, but first I just wanted to show you guys this collection because this is absolutely badass in my opinion. I didn't understand it at first, but now that I've got the blades in hand, I definitely understand why people want their ZT collections, and I am loving mine so far. I can't wait to get reviews out on these two knives. This one is going to leave our picture for a little while so that we can start on first impressions, and we'll go 0350 first. Now, when I traded for this blade, I did it because I wasn't getting a whole lot of offers on my OHT, and this seemed like a good way to put in a little cash, get something more valuable. I could maybe try to trade it again, maybe pump out a quick review. I wasn't really planning on loving this knife, and when I got it in, I didn't love it. I was trying to hold the knife wrong. I was trying to get my thumb into this little alcove here, and that horn was protruding into my thumb, and it didn't feel very good. I wasn't sure that I was going to be a fan of the thinner, less 3D machined, more peel ply G10, but the knife really has grown on me. First off, I've found a better way to carry it in my hand. That is, I'm letting this ridge rest in my palm, actually, wrapping my palm around it. That's not my typical way to carry a knife, but I do actually really like it for this blade. It's pretty comfortable. That jimping is not particularly tacky, but it is comfortable, and the ergonomics of the knife lock you in pretty good. As for the G10, it does allow for a thinner profile overall, which is nice because I've been carrying the 0200, which is a thick blade, in my back pocket some, and I like that. I like having a large backup to my tactical or defensive knife. I have something like an Espada in my front pocket. It's even nicer to have something like this in my back pocket, knowing that if I need to do utility cutting with this, I can, and if I need to back up my large folder for defensive use, I can also do that. This blade is almost even better suited for that. Little bit diminished on reach, little bit diminished on ergonomics in terms of really locking the knife into your hand, because this is a large lever with the knife locked in this way. Knife might come out of your hand a little bit easier than with a traditional grip, hand wrapped all the way around the handle, just like that. But overall, I am loving this knife so far. I got it pretty sharp, haven't reprofiled it on the Wicked Edge or anything like that. Onto the spring assist, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that either, but I do actually like it. You don't have to push particularly hard, and that puppy comes out of there. It is not a rocket hard spring assist, but it does open reliably, just like that. Doesn't fling the knife around in your hand, and it is pretty reliable, so I do like it. Overall, I am excited to get a review out on this blade. I kind of thought that I wouldn't like it, but now that I'm playing with it, it is growing on me substantially. Moving on to the 0560, guys, what a cool blade. I have some complaints. The blade is a little bit short for the handle, in my opinion, but you still have a good amount of reach. It's still a very large blade, and I do like it very much. I thought that I would hate the look with the two different scales. You guys have seen my titanium frame locks video where I bitch about those. And what do you know, when I got this thing from the guy that I traded with, it had a little bit of blade play. As I tried to resolve that situation, the steel began to machine the titanium on the lock bar. Had to send this puppy into Zero Tolerance for warranty service. Got it back recently. They did just an excellent job. Lockup is incredible. The detent is much better than it was. I am loving flicking this thing. A little bit more blade play than I wanted, by which I mean there was any to begin with, but I got that pivot cinched down, and it is very minimal now. Very stout blade. And guys, I am in love with Elmax. I am going to have to find a way to get more Elmax blades, because I threw this thing on the Wicked Edge, and it is sharp enough to make a lightsaber cry. I am not kidding. I've been cutting curly cues and carbon atoms just swinging the thing through the air. I am in love with this blade. Very good ergonomic fit for my hand. Wish the jimping on the spine was a little bit tackier and extended a little bit longer on the thumb wrap, but overall a very comfortable knife. The flipper I wish was contoured a little better, because if you're flipping this thing around, you're not opening it opening it just for your utility cutting or just open it for fun. Do it a couple hundred times in a day, you know how we can get. It does wear on your finger quite a bit. I believe my finger is getting tougher. But you guys can see the action there is pretty incredible. I think that blade is just pretty as hell. Like I said, the blade is incredible. It's slicing really well now that I reprofiled it. Came pretty sharp from ZT, but with the Wicked Edge, I was able to get this baby just hair popping sharp. Overall, a large fan of this blade. Now the most expensive blade in my collection, and I am happy to have it. And I will throw that collection up there for you one more time. Hope you guys are anticipating reviews on these knives. I think it's just awesome as hell that I have 3 different blades with 3 different opening mechanisms. This one's spring assist, this one pure flipper, this one I'm more inclined to use the thumb studs. 3 different handle materials, all that good stuff. 3 different blade finishes. I think it is just the coolest way I could have gone about getting a zero tolerance collection. And it happened kind of randomly, like I said, with the Instagram trades. I'm happy to have some more high quality stuff in my collection. I think that's the way I want to go here in the near future, is keep investigating the cheap stuff that interests me, but go ahead, save some of my money, buy a little bit less frequently the cheap stuff. I've got quite a bit of it built up that I need to review anyway, and go ahead and get some higher quality blades, by which I mean in the $100 to $250 range. I'm not looking to go out and spend $500 on a blade just so I can review it for you guys. Much as I love you, not particularly economically viable right now. Anyways, at this point, I'm just rambling. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hope you're looking forward to these reviews. Safe to say, after I have these 3 blades, I'm impressed by the quality and workmanship in all 3. Warranty service from ZT was incredible, very quick, and fixed the problem very proficiently. So it's safe to say that I am on the ZT bandwagon as of about right now. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more of the same.